being consistent with your business growth actions is like, it's one of those things that everybody says, oh, just be consistent and you'll get results. And it's massively misunderstood and misrepresented, honestly. And I'm going to explain why. So let's do this. So basically, people seem to have this idea that if you're just consistent, luck will find you. And that's it. You'll be very successful simply because you have been consistent. It's not really the way it works. So at the end of the day, first reason why is that this isn't the way it works is that we all only have so many hours in a day, right? And you've only got so many actions that you can take in that day. We all have 100% of our effort to give every day, and we want to maximize the results that we're going to get from that 100%. The problem is when you're trying to do way too many different things, it's really hard to be consistent. Okay, so you can do, let's just imagine that this is 4 or 5 different things. Let's make you bigger and you bigger. So let's imagine that this is SEO at the top that you're trying to do. You can put 20% into your SEO tactics every single day, and that's writing content, trying to get backlinks. Number 2 is your organic social. You're then sharing these posts on LinkedIn, X, wherever, to try and drive traffic back to there. Okay, so you can do 30% of your traffic in that every day. Number 3 is the video marketing that you're doing. So you can put 40% of that is then trying to create videos around this. Number 4 is around actual sales. It's really hard to then get consistent results when you're so all over the place. This does not compound because essentially the more you do one thing, the more it will grow. Growth is not this wonderful linear line like this. It's slow, and then things start to compound and you start to see things increase, and before you know it, push. But you need to be doing this every single day, right? You need to keep pushing on that same thing. And when you're splitting your attention like this, you're not really being consistent on the same thing. So what you should be doing is cutting out everything. And this goes back to the sort of rule of 2. Find the 2 biggest things that you can do to impact the growth of your business and focus on them. And so this might be then, if you're early stage of your business and you don't have like good organic traction and stuff, outreach sales calls. 50% of your time is spent reaching out to people. 50% of your time is spent closing those people on sales calls so that they're paying customers at the end of the day. That will get you further because you're focusing on 2 things, and that will be that slow compounding gain. The other reason that this is so important is that consistency gives you better feedback. Let's say that I am doing, let's go with, I don't know, social posts or YouTube videos. We'll go YouTube videos because I'm here on YouTube. If I publish one YouTube video now and I publish one YouTube video in a week and I publish one YouTube video after that 2 weeks later, it's all the way down here. Let's just imagine a little calendar set up here, right? And this YouTube video has elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has 2, 4, 5. This one has 1, 2, 3, right? And I see that this video, where's my pen? There he is. I see this video and this video both have a jump in views and leads and sales that this one does not. So it's really hard for me to extrapolate exactly what it is that's caused that because I just don't have a big enough data set. If I was instead to be publishing videos every single day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? Let's get rid of that. Let's just say we did it for a week. And I'm just going to make these numbers up. There we go, right. And let's say now on this one, I am going to see that it's this one, this one, and this one that had a spike in views, I can look and say, right, so this one had 3, 4. They have, right, all of them have 3, 4, all of them have 4. I need to focus more on doing this on number 4, because that's what seems to be the constant in what we're doing that is getting results. So then the next week of stuff that I'm going to do is going to be, everything that I do is going to have a 4 in it. It's going to have that element that is a 4, because that is what seems to improve things. And then this, I might find out it's not 4, it's actually the combination of 3 and 4 together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 might be, 1 is the headline formula I'm using, 2 is the creative, 3 is the template of the video, 4 is the promotional strategy, and 5 is the CTAs, right? And I'm just looking for what is working consistently and what's getting the best results. And by doing it day in, day out, it's not that I just become naturally better by practicing this thing. That will happen. But more so, it's that I have a richer data set to pull from to then understand what it is that works well on that platform with that audience, through that strategy. That's the real reason for consistency. It essentially creates far shorter feedback loops. When you are taking an action once a week, there we go. When you're taking an action once a week, this one, and then the results are here, you have to wait sort of 7 days, and then you get the feedback to then try again. When you're doing it daily, you're shortening this loop so that you can make more incremental improvements. And that is how, because those sort of growth graphs that you see are a result of this. It's less that there is, this just compound again. It's not like a smooth line like that. What it actually is lots of incremental improvements. It's, oh, yeah, that worked, that didn't, that worked. So we'll go back to what was working, that didn't work, we tried that. If you zoom in on those graphs, it's like this messy, choppy thing that is made up of lots of little improvements and little changes that then change the trajectory of the growth and the results. But you have to be taking consistent action to understand how to make those changes. If you were to do this instead on a very sort of slow thing, you're going to be petering out there. Right, you're going to make that change. It was a good change. And then you're going to make another change. It was a bad change. You're going to make another change. It was a good change. You want to shorten the time between those feedback loops. And that is essentially what consistency is all about. It's about getting feedback faster. So you want to reduce it down to the key 2 actions that are going to best impact the growth and the progress, and do it as quickly as possible or as frequently as you reasonably can to get feedback on what's working so that you can make more informed changes and see a better growth overall. That really is it. It's as simple as that. People overcomplicate it. 2 big actions, big lever actions, do them consistently, look at how they're working, make changes based on what's happening in the data and the feedback that you're getting back. Do that frequently, there's no stopping you.